good, the bad, and the odd. They do go on.
Welcome to this episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Odd. We're your hosts, Mark and Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hello there.
Right, so we're back to a comfy chair. This is a little delayed because stuff's happened. We had a few in the bank, a few episodes recorded in the bank. But I'm still going to call this the June comfy chair rather than July. We're recording this on the 10th of July. But, you know, most of our stuff we're going to be discussing is June watches. So, you know, we'll see. Right, anyway. Okay, do you mind if I start? Do you want to start?
Go ahead.
So I'll start with a movie. I really enjoyed this one. Saw it at the cinema. Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No, I've not even seen the original Top Gun.
It's way better than the original Top Gun.
Okay.
Much better. Now, the original Top Gun is iconic, but if you watch it objectively as a movie, it's 50% terrible and 50% great. The melodrama's silly and cheesy, but all this airplane stuff is really cool, massively cool, and it's really edited together well with the music and stuff like that. Top Gun Maverick kind of refines that, so the melodrama is actually, well, it's drama, not melodrama for a start. It's better, much better written. You're much more engaging. The characters are much more engaging, but also the plane stuff is still way awesome. This is a great movie. It's a big recommend. If it's still at the cinema and you haven't seen it, recommend you go see it as soon as possible. Really, really enjoyable. You forget sometimes Tom Cruise is such a presence sometimes, right? Because sometimes the stuff is in feels like it's adapted because Tom Cruise wanted it to be adapted. I'm looking at The Mummy.
Yeah.
But, you know, Tom Cruise does some great films, and this is one of his best films in ages. I really, really enjoyed it. It was just really well put together, really exciting, really fun, kick-ass. People on a mission kind of story. I really, really enjoyed it. I can't recommend it enough, actually. So there you go. Top Gun Maverick.
Okay. So maybe I'll have to start watching these Top Gun films, you know, these classic
The
pieces of cinema.
first one is like, really? You're watching, you think, really? All the fuss? But then there's certain scenes you can see it, but then there's other bits where it's like, it feels like cheesy 80s stuff.
Yeah.
But it's got its great moments in the original, but this sequel hits all the right buttons. Exactly right.
Okay. Well, okay. So the first thing I've got on my list is actually a video game. It's called Return of the Obra Dinn. Now,
Okay.
It's a weird one where the actual game, the minutiae of the game itself is you are a insurance investigator who has been tasked with investigating what happened on this ship that drifted into harbour after 5 years of being missing.
Oh, it sounds like the Mary Celeste or the Demeter or something, right?
Yeah, and the only two things you have is a list of names, a picture that, a couple of pictures that have the entire crew across all of them,
Yeah.
and a stopwatch that lets you reverse time to see the moment of death of a corpse.
Okay.
So the exact the killing blow, you get to see that, and the whole thing unfolds from there. So, but what the game's actually about is finding out a full list of who's who and what happened to them. So this varies from while loading the ship on the way into port, a crate fell on them and killed them, to, you know, a mermaid shot them with a barb.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll with that. Okay.
I've googled it and it looks like it's in black and white. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's this weird monochrome thing where you can actually change the monochrome filter. So it's black and like green normally, but my friend that I was playing it with changed it to purple. You can change it to all sorts of colors. But it's like two-tone sort of thing. So it's very harsh shadows. But,
so you can multiplay, or you can play as a team.
No, we just because it's like an investigation game. We were figuring it out together.
Oh, what, you sat side by side and played it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Was it fun? I've heard of these time reversing investigation games. There's definitely others, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there's a few others, but I think they may have all been like coasting off the success of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's really good. Like, it's hard to explain without spoiling stuff, but it's really engaging because you start to like recognize characters when they pop up, and it's like, oh, it's Steve. He's coming. He's gonna cause some trouble. We know he does this later on, so he's gonna be doing something here. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. My next one is a TV series. Now I've got several of these. Some of them are fairly recent, and some are old as the hills. This one's not the oldest one I'm going to talk about, but it's still pretty old. Which is, I finally finished all of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Season 8. I really enjoyed this show. I thought it was really good. I think the weakest one was the last time I dropped off of it, which was season 2. I feel like season 1 really hit out the park. Season 2 kind of felt like a best of a highlight show rather than, so the drama felt all a bit rushed to me. And it either improved or I just got used to it. With season 3, that kind of settled down and I was much more engaged with the characters who were interesting. But it was, I think season 1 suffered badly because, I mean, this isn't much of a spoiler, I guess it is. Ned Stark, one of the main sympathetic characters, died at the end of season 1, and there wasn't many sympathetic characters left after that. I think that was one of its problems. But gradually you get sympathy for some other characters and it sort of grows. And I watched this all the way to the end. Now, I was heavily warned that season 8 kind of shits the bed. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. I could see there was a little weak writing in some of the character motivations, which a little bit of writing would definitely have fixed. But otherwise, I thought it was solid, and I enjoyed it all the way through. And I quite liked it. I don't think I'll ever watch it again, but I quite liked it. And there was some interesting, people going off right at the end, people going off on their own adventures, which I would probably watch if they continued. But we'll see.
They've got a bunch of spin-offs coming.
Okay, cool. But I couldn't believe how little had been spoilt for me, considering how much of a lag of me watching this compared to the popular thing. I didn't know some major plot twists that were coming at all. Not at all. So I was quite pleasantly surprised. I have to say. So I'm not going to say what they are because it'll spoil it for other people if ever gets to it. But let's say certain characters, the death of certain characters was not revealed to me. Let's put it that way. And I don't mean for season 8. I mean from season 4 onwards. Okay. I was pleasantly surprised all the way through. So. Yeah, big recommends. Game of Thrones, pretty solid. I'm only 10 years behind everyone else.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's me.
Okay. My next one is it's actually another game I've been playing with my friends. It's called Monster Hunter. It's the expansion for Monster Hunter Rise, which is called Sunbreak. This is the it's a kind of a tradition where the expansions for these Monster Hunter games, they add like the next level of difficulty. So it's not just like new monsters. It gets harder as well. You get put into what's called Master Rank now. It used to be called G Rank.
That's like a good thing for an expansion to me. That's because if you haven't had enough of the hard stuff earlier, then you want even harder, right?
Yeah, it's a good shake-up, and you get like all new monsters and such. But the general premise of this is in the base game you've got this thing going on called the Rampage. You were able to stop it, but there was another kingdom nearby which was having a similar issue called the Calamity, where a giant crater opened up in the ground. Yeah. And all these little bug things started spilling out, and eventually what's called an Elder Dragon was seen. Elder Dragons are their own category of monsters. Don't actually have to be dragons, but they are all... they can end civilizations. They're that powerful. One was seen that was able to like manipulate these, and it's been drinking the blood of other monsters. So it's a big thing. So the new monsters for this round, there's a few like added from older games, but the new monsters are all so far themed around universal like horror monsters. So we got that elder
How
dragon I was mentioning,
weird.
which is a vampire.
Vampire, yeah.
There is a wolf that is able to, when it gets like enraged, it can stand up on its back feet, and it like whole body posture changes. And there's this big gorilla thing with like a rectangular head.
So King Kong and Frankenstein monster.
Yeah. It's, so you got the big classic three. You got Dracula, you got the Wolfman, and you got Frankenstein's monster, all represented here, and they're all like pretty fun to fight. You get introduced to a whole new like swath of characters to get along with, and there's all the delightful cooking animations.
I wonder if they'll have another expansion. It'll be like the Invisible Man, the Mummy, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I know there's already a few like other like things. Like I've seen pictures of there's what's called endemic life. You can find like little small, not like the huge monsters that you end up fighting, but smaller animals that have so far themed. Or what I know, one is the Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's got like the same head. There's one that's a gargoyle. That's as far as I know.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a fun game, fun expansion. I highly recommend it.
So it's an expansion of Monster Hunter Rise. This is PC, right?
This is Nintendo Switch. Well, it's on PC. I was playing it on Switch.
Yeah. That first game you mentioned, was that PC?
That was also PC and Switch.
Okay. I like to put it in the notes so people got have a check. Okay, cool. I rewatched a film we have covered. It might even be in our good, bad, and odd Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. It's 300. Really enjoyed this film.
I don't know if we've covered this.
I thought we had. We won't do a Hulk the Slayer thing again, and think we've done it, and it might be the opposite. I'm just going to check now, actually.
Yeah.
300. We had, no. Yes, we covered it in episode 161.
Okay.
And we also covered the graphic novel at the same time.
Okay.
I mean, that's going back to 2014, which is weird because that was the year where Hulk the Slayer. Maybe this 7 or 8 year gap is enough for us just to forget everything.
Yeah.
That, right? But yeah, it was awesome.
My next recommendation for what we watch is Tron Legacy, by the way.
I really enjoyed this film. It's cheesy as hell. We got the Scottish Spartan Gerard Butler shouting it, barking his lines in a cool way, and it's just, I mean, it's been heavily parodied and we've seen all the memes, but there's a reason it's heavily parodied because it's so distinctive and weird and impactful. And it's obviously not historical drama. It's comic book fantasy history, really, isn't it? That with that certain style that became reasonably common after this, didn't it? You know, Sin City and stuff. But this was really cool. I really, really enjoy watching this movie. It's a solid one. And yeah, that's all I've got to say.
Yeah. Also has Lena Headey in as well. So.
Say again?
Also has Lena Headey in, same as Game of Thrones. So.
Yeah, and Dredd, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lena Headey does appear quite a bit in our...
it from your last one.
Yeah, you were, Cersei. She was a wicked bitch as Cersei, I have to say.
Yeah.
She was so pissed off all the time about everything.
Yeah.
Again, that's the problem with Game of Thrones, is there's unsympathetic characters. There really isn't that many. There's possibly, I guess Jon Snow. There's probably Khaleesi and Tyrion Lannister. That's about it, really. Everyone else is kind of miserable and horrible. There's a few exceptions. But yeah, 300. That's it. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Solid.
Okay, well, my next one is actually a Disney animated series that one of my friends started watching. I was just sort of in the room doing some other stuff and then sort of got sucked in. It's called The Owl House, and it's this weird sort of... Imagine Harry Potter as done in the style of Gravity Falls, with that sort of humor and thing. Hello?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's a
Owl
really fun...
House.
Owl House.
Owl
Yeah.
House. I'm just
Yeah.
googling it to have a look at the style.
Yeah, so it's written by it's made by Dana Terrace, I think her name is. Hang on a sec.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It does look a very lot like
Yeah,
Gravity
Terrace.
Falls.
Alex Hirsch is actually in it as well as the character by the name of the King of Demons.
What was this on, may I ask?
This
Disney
is on
Plus?
Disney Plus.
Oh, I'm going to give this a go.
Yeah, it's
For
a real
sure.
fun show. Like, and they're not shy about being brutal or controversial. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, that's
so,
good.
Like there's a whole gimmick where several of the characters can just kind of disassemble. So like
Right.
they can just have their heads like knocked off or sliced off, and they'll just sort of put them back on after a bit. So
Okay.
they're able to just like maintain horror.
So
having
it's like
characters get brutalized and
it's a
scary.
magic.
Oh yeah, it's
So-
this. The whole premise of the story is that this girl, Luce, she accidentally sort of stumbles into this magical other world called the Boiling Isles,
Yeah.
and she bumps into the quote unquote most powerful witch in the Isles called Ida,
Oh, yeah.
the Owl Lady, who's
Right.
functionally just Grunkle Stan. She's very
Wow,
similar.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a poster and it looks like a snitch from Quidditch. Is it a snitch? What's the gold ball, flying ball called? The snitch. Snitch? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the snitch.
Snitch. Yeah, the poster looks like there's a snitch on the poster to me.
Oh, that's Ida's staff. That's Albert.
Okay, I see. Right. Oh, I see. Yeah. It looks like a gold ball, but yeah, I see it's a pair of eyes. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that sounds good. It says there's 2 seasons.
Yeah, there's 2 seasons and a third one coming out next year.
Cool.
Both these current seasons are out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'll definitely give that a go. That sounds good.
Yeah, there's a lot
Right.
of good, like, well-animated magic fights if you ever wanted that. So.
Yeah, that sounds all right. Yeah. I'll plug a hole for me for Gravity Falls because I haven't found anything. I mean, Star Trek Lower Decks was close, but I haven't really found anything to replace Gravity Falls, to be honest. Okay. I'm going to do 2. Excuse me, 2 in a row because they're both streaming series that have both just dropped recently, and I'm not going to spoil either. I just want to talk them in vague terms. The first is on Netflix, which is Stranger Things season 4. Now, Stranger Things, interesting show, big cultural phenomenon when season 1 started. Season 2 not as well liked. Season 3 felt a bit of a return to form. Season 4, they've gone full horror in this one, mate. They aren't messing about. This is a horror show. Now, you know, season 1 was kind of riffing on Stephen King and Spielberg and E.T. and, you know, Firestarter and Carrie a bit and all that, right? Season 4, they're kind of riffing on Hellraiser, Pennywise, Freddy Krueger, that kind of thing. While being entirely coherent with the rest of the first 3 seasons. Big recommend for me. This was a really good one. I still think I prefer season 1 out of all of them.
Okay.
But I'd say season 4 is the second best. That's how much I liked it. The downside of it is I think they could have cut the episodes better. The final episode is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, that's what's kind of holding me off from watching it.
Yeah,
it's like
and
you
it's
see the
lot of
first episode is an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. It's like, oh god, just make a film. Just like make it a film series.
I think they'd have done way better if they'd have cut it into 50 minutes or 1 hour segments. More people would have got through it. I would suggest watch it in segments. So if it's an hour and 40, watch 50 minutes and then watch another 50 minutes sometime. Don't try and sit for an hour and 40 minutes. It's too long. However, it is great and the time flies by while you're watching it, but it's that commitment of, have I got an hour and 40 minutes to watch this? You know what I mean? Don't do that. Watch 50 minutes. That's what I would say. Anyway, big recommend for me. Big recommend. I really, really enjoyed it. The second one I wanted to talk about is The Boys.
Okay.
Season 3, which is on Amazon Prime. Excuse me. Sorry about the coughing. I have got the COVID at the minute, so that's why. I'm just gonna take a drink. Hang on. The Boys season 3. Oh man. Anyone who's seen The Boys knows that it does not care. It puts mad shit on the screen. And episode 1, 10 minutes in, you see mad shit on the screen, and you don't think it'll get any worse than that. And it somehow does as we go through the seasons, through the episodes. Particular standout episode for me, I think it was episode 6, which is called Herogasm.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about the
Herogasm. Amazing one. A really good show. Really enjoyed it. Did not cop out in any way. Delivered. Jensen Ackles joined the cast as a character called Soldier Boy. Great addition. Really worked. And I just really liked how the whole thing played out. I find this a really, really engaging, watchable show. When you're watching it, you are watching it. You're not looking at your phone. You are saying, what is going on here? Because so much mad stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some interesting character arcs going on in this season too. I really, really enjoyed it. Big recommend again. So I'd rate both of these like 9s or 10s out of 10s. They're both really good. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, so bridge on to a very highly rated thing. So I have watched something called Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is an amazing movie that I don't actually want to talk much about because it'll spoil stuff, and I don't want anyone to the best way to see this movie is not know anything going in.
Okay.
It's difficult to talk about, but I do rate it a 10 out of 10.
The title suggests it's a multiverse and time thing. And I do keep meaning to get to watching this. I'm going to try and get to watch this today. So maybe we could actually have a whole spoiler episode for it, if you like.
Perhaps, yeah.
But we'll see. I'll watch it and see what I think.
Yeah.
You try and watch Top Gun, and I'll try and watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. So anyway, so you don't want to talk about it. What can you say?
What can I say is Michelle Yeoh's the lead character. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it as a very funny character, and there's a lot of weird humor in this that I've really enjoyed. So,
is it out of China?
No, it's an American film.
Oh, it's an American film, but it's subtitled, right? Am I dreaming?
In part, look, the film is about Chinese Americans. So there's a lot of characters just talking in Chinese.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the particular language that's being used. It's made by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, who have a director team called the Daniels. They haven't made much, but from what I've heard, it's pretty much all good. So.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
And this reinforces that. So,
right. Fair enough. Right, next one I've got is, I'm not going to say too much. I watched the entire run of Batman from 1966, season 1, 34 episodes. Now each story is 2 episodes. It's always a 2-parter for season 1, so 17 distinct stories. I mean, the best ones are the ones where it's people we know, Joker, Penguin, Catwoman.
Yeah.
There's a few other fun ones I quite liked. There was, I quite like King Tut. King Tut's kind of fun, and now I believe King Tut's never really been used in anything other than this TV show. He may have appeared in the odd comic, but I think he's just TV show only, like Egghead, really. There's another one I really like that you don't see much of, which is Roddy McDowall's character plays, called Bookworm. It's something about Roddy McDowall. He just works as a Batman villain. But there's some other ones which is just terrible. And I'm going to carry on watching this, so I'm going to get into season 2 next. But I understand.
I'm looking at some King Tut's associates. You called his henchmen the Tutlings?
Tutlings, yeah. But it sounds like there's some
Cleopatra. Oh my god!
I did not realise that. I hadn't caught on to that. Okay, I know she was called Cleo, but I didn't.
Cleopatra.
Oh, her surname is Patrick, right? Okay.
Yeah.
very shallow show. I mean,
Yeah.
the fun bits, it's colourful. The theme tune is absolutely kick-ass, actually. Excuse me. And it's the big ones. Honestly, I still think Frank Gorshin is my favourite.
Yeah.
Because he's so weirdly intense. He'd totally work in a darker, like Dark Knight Returns version of Batman. As French Gorshin doing that would totally work in that. If you put him in the latest film, The Batman, as Frank Gorshin, that would totally work because that character's mental.
In fact, I'd go as far as to say that I think that there was a bit of Frank Gorshin in that performance.
I would hope
being,
so.
Him being just a freak in this when he's
Just
being
intense,
interrogated.
right? Just intense. Frank Gorshin is, especially when he does that weird laugh as well. I just think he's really good in it. Though, you know, I really like Burgess Meredith as the Penguin and the various
All of the like main, the iconic Batman villains that are in this are like very well acted.
memorable.
Like, they do set a standard for like future performances.
They do. And it's weird because it's supposed to be camp and silly, but you know, and their dialogue's silly, you know.
Yeah.
The sort of names they come up with for Batman and Robin are just silly, you know, little rhymes, you know, those dastardly duo and, you know, thinks of goodness and I don't know, whatever they.
And you know, the bridging, the detective work is dubious at best.
Oh yeah, dubious at best. And it always makes me laugh that it looks clearly like Aunt Harriet thinks that Bruce and Dick have got some sort of relationship going on because she kind of looks at Alfred, side-eyes Alfred when they go off on their fishing trips. It just makes me laugh.
That was like a big controversy at the time, I think. Like, everyone was saying, like, oh, Batman's immoral because it portrays them as a couple, but it doesn't.
Yeah, well, no, not explicitly when they're interacting, but whenever Aunt Harriet...
No, not just this show, just the comics.
Oh, I see.
There's a whole like morality scare.
Oh yeah, I've got a book about various essays about the Batman ethos, and there is definitely a big exploration of are they a gay couple, or you know, is it that kind of thing? Yeah, which is fine. Don't have any problem with that. But yeah, it's a fun show, and there are some really there's a couple of dreadful stories, but most of them are good and fun, and the way they get out of stuff is ridiculous. That always makes me laugh too. But the level of clues are just appalling, absolutely appalling. But yeah, good show. I enjoyed
Nothing's
it so
gonna
far.
top C for Catwoman.
I want all this.
This took place at sea.
Yeah, the best way to experience Batman, if you want a quick shot, is the movie by far. But the movie also has my favourite Catwoman. Now, I like all the different Catwomen, but I particularly like Lee Meriwether's version in the movie. I think she's really good. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I always felt Cesar Romero wasn't great as the Joker, but it totally works, so it's fine. And with that, I saw a mock-up today of, excuse me, you know the picture from The Killing Joke of the Joker holding a camera?
Mm.
I saw Cesar Romero, someone faked Cesar Romero in that picture, and it was kind of scary looking.
Okay.
So it totally worked. So yeah, anyway, Batman season 1. Yeah, that's me.
My next one is it's a movie that goes by the name of Chippendale Rescue Rangers. It's a fairly recent one. It's actually made by, and it's the lead characters are Andy Samberg and John Mulaney. Well, they're played by Andy Samberg and John Mulaney. So hang on a sec, let me just get the page up. I'll see the director.
Oh right, so it's live action or is it animated?
No, it's doing this weird Roger Rabbit thing where there's animated characters in a real world and they sort of just pretend that they're just actors, sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, especially because there's a lot of like harping on like updating stuff. Like there's one of them's in CG and the other does the commentary of, oh, you got the 3D surgery, I see, sort of thing. But it's based as a sort of sequel to a 90s cartoon show. called Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which was
Yeah, I
like
remember it. I remember.
general like
80s show, right?
yeah, it's like a general sort of adventure and exploration show. Basically Indiana Jones, but chipmunks.
It was basically Chip and Dale do the rescue kind of thing, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, and this film, it's not good. I'll start with that. So you got John Mulaney and Andy Samberg as Chip and Dale. You've got Will Arnett as the villain, and you've got what's his name? J.K. Simmons as like a police chief. Basically, other animated characters are disappearing, and people think they're being trafficked to China so that they can make cheap knockoff films with them.
Such a bizarre.
Yeah, it's a really weird plot, and there's also just strange like bits. Like they go to like a back alley called the Uncanny Valley, and they go there and the friggin' cats from the movie Cats are there, like just chasing each other around. It's like, oh yeah, this is terrifying. This is like when we watched. It's a lot of this is like in the sort of Family Guy way, but without the actual cutaway. Yeah, this is like watching Polar Express, sort of thing. And there's a whole bit where Seth Rogen's in it as a like a stooge for the villain. There's a whole bit where he bumps into other characters that Seth Rogen has played.
Oh, weird!
So he bumps into Pumbaa from The Lion King and Mantis from the Kung Fu Panda films. Oh yeah, this has.
Is it good?
It's mostly just fun to watch because you notice a lot of weird stuff. So like they're just wandering down a street and you see a Gucci advert, the fashion brand Gucci, and Dobby is the model for it, and it's like what? Hang on,
what?
It's like 90% just spot the background thing going on.
Dobby the house elf.
Yeah, Dobby the house elf from Harry Potter.
Weird, so weird.
Yeah. It's very, very strange. Is that what it is? I'm spoiler alert if you want to watch the freaking Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Peter Pan is the villain, and his whole story arc is a weirdly cruel parallel of the actual voice actor and model for Peter Pan from back in the whatever decade that film was made, where he like. Oh, I started to grow up, and then the acting dried up, and then I sort of turned to some nasty things, and now I'm here as the villain. So,
wow,
it's like, oh, that
sometimes
real
meta
person
can go
died
too
of drug
far.
addiction.
Wow, sometimes meta can go too far, maybe.
Yeah, it's strange. And me and my friend watched it, and we're like, yeah, we're never gonna watch this again. It was weird. So
not great. You wouldn't recommend it?
Yeah, no.
Right, I have one last little incidental thing, which is picking up a couple of things that you raised in earlier ones. I just wanted to pick up on that. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, really enjoyed this. Just finished season 2. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's absolutely. There's 15 seasons on Netflix.
Yeah, it's still going.
But you said you haven't watched season 1, right? Because Danny DeVito wasn't.
Yeah, it just feels less funny to me when Danny DeVito's not in there because he's like a great catalyst for all the stupid stuff.
Yeah, he's so immoral, isn't he?
And it's this weird, like almost meta thing where, like, because he became an executive producer as well, like they started to be able to do a lot more with money, and as such in the show, because Frank, the character, is a millionaire, they're able to do a lot more because he's got money.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He's a great addition. It really helps. But I have to say, season 1 without him is still pretty damn funny. There's some good... And I think it's only 6 episodes. It's worth going back and watching. I have to say, the standout for season 2 for me was one where... So there's some sort of spillage in the basement where Charlie's sleeping. Charlie's like the proper idiot of the crew.
It's Charlie Day, yeah.
It's Charlie Day. And the stain looks like the Virgin Mary. And they want to exploit this by getting Catholics to come pay homage at the bar.
Yeah.
And there's a priest involved who they used to bully at school. And once Dee finds out he's a priest and he used to have the hots for She can't. She gets obsessed with getting him because he's a priest. And it's just like, and Charlie becomes an evangelist character, and he just messes every line up. He says he comes on to this evangelical meeting, and he's sort of saying things like, "The Lord is going down on me." Is it so?
Yeah.
And he starts giving a speech like he says things like, "I love a man. That man is God. Does that make me gay for God? Yes, it does." And it just comes up with this inappropriate stuff all the way through. And I was laughing my head off on that particular one. But all of them are really good. Every episode, they're just basically a set of immoral jerks doing immoral things.
Oh yeah, they're like garbage people.
They are
it's
proper
so
garbage.
awful.
They are scum, but they're not very clever.
Spoilers, the priest character, Rickety Cricket, he keeps coming back, and his life is always worse the next time he shows up.
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen him in one, and they've completely messed his life up already.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But they do stupid things like, I want to get welfare, so they get themselves addicted to crack.
Yeah.
Because they
got the classic, like, oh, baby got addicted to crack scene.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So thanks for that recommend. That was really good. The other recommend that you gave me, which I picked up, was a game called Factorio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game, but it's extremely addictive and time consuming.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to avoid it. Now, I've got to that point. I basically had played one game where I've launched a rocket, which for me is the end. For some, is just the beginning.
Yeah, there's also some mods you can get that like expand it out to have space exploration, other planets, more resources. You can build factory buildings that have they're like basically TARDISes. They're bigger on these.
Yeah, I've already used that mod. I've used a few mods to enjoy it. Like I've got a speed up time and slow down time mod, which is quite useful.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm going to have to wind up
soon. With that, the biters as active.
I played one. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. It felt like all I was doing was fighting biters. And I watched some playthroughs. I say that. I kind of watch bits. And guys were like doing, oh yeah, I built all this in 8 hours. And look, the biters never attacked me once. It's like, ow! How's that happen?
How you've got to do it is you've not got to expand small scale. You got to build all the guns first, and then so you're not making as much pollution.
Yeah, I did all that, and they just kept swarming my guns. So it's like, I don't think I'm ever going to play it, but I probably will at some point, just for the hell of it. But it just seemed like annoying, frankly.
Did you accept the train system as I recommended? Yeah,
I had a train system. I've also discovered the flying robots. They're really good.
Oh yeah, I love the drones.
So, excuse me. It takes a bit of setting up, but it's it's fun. So that's it for me. Have you got anything else? Or
okay, I've got one more thing.
Go ahead.
Which is Sonic 2. Now, I quite like the original Sonic movie.
So do I. I thought Sonic 2 sounded like it.
Yeah, Sonic 2 is very fun. It's a lot more of the actual Sonic cast. So you got Idris Elba as Knuckles. You've got what's her name, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails, who's the actual voice actor from pretty much everything else involving Tails. And now that Jim Carrey he returns as Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, whichever you prefer to call him by, he now looks a lot more like Dr. Robotnik. So he's now bald, he's got a huge mustache.
He did at the end of the first movie though, right?
Yeah, and he keeps that look. So
yeah, good.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a really fun film that involves a lot of stupid shenanigans because it's basically a race between Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and Dr. Eggman to find the Master Emerald, which is apparently a source of huge power created from Chaos Emeralds. So,
okay. I'll give that a go. I quite like the first movie.
It's a fun film, yeah.
Yeah, I thought the first movie was fine. So, yeah, I'm willing to give that a go. Cool.
Okay.
All right, before I cough myself any further, let's wind this up. And hopefully it'll be much more cough-free next time we come to this.
Yeah.
So, bye from me.
Bye.